Hey, what's going on, Who That Nation? It is yours truly, TJ Jones, the host of the State of the Saints podcast. And on today, I want to talk to you about Saints defensive coordinator, Dennis Allen. And I want to talk about Dennis Allen because I just read an article and it talked about how Dennis Allen wants another opportunity at being a head coach in the National Football League. Now, if you didn't know, this is Dennis Allen's second time around in New Orleans. He started off back in the day. He was the secondaries coach. And then after the Saints end up winning the Super Bowl, he got an opportunity to be the head coach of the Oakland Raiders. And he didn't do a good job, man. He sucked. I'm going to just call it for what it was, man. His overall record as a coach was 8-28. If you don't know, that's an average of .22. Okay, that's horrible. Okay, but Dennis Allen feel like he learned a lot over the years. After he was fired, he got a defensive coordinator job with the Denver Broncos, and he kind of turned his career around. Dennis Allen has done an outstanding job with the New Orleans Saints over the past few years. Okay, I mean, it started off a little rough, but we all know what happened before he got here. I mean, Rob Ryan was the defensive coordinator. And Rob Ryan was a really good defensive coordinator, but the problem was he wasn't organized. And he was one of those guys who wants to be one of the guys. And he can't really differentiate the fact of being a coach and just being one of the guys. So Sean Payton decided to go ahead and let him go. And in comes Dennis Allen, a much more organized guy. And he has done an outstanding job, man, with some of these young players on defense, and we're all seeing the benefits of a Dennis Allen defensive system. But this comes with the territory. It really does, man. When your team is successful, other teams around the National Football League are looking into your organization. They're looking at these coaches and they're trying to get these guys opportunities because they want to bring these coaches in to make their franchises successful. For example, we are very, very lucky that we kept secondary coach Aaron Glenn because the New England Patriots wanted him to be an assistant coach, but he decided to turn that down to come back. I feel like the New Orleans Saints are going to lose a couple of people on this staff. That's why it's very, very important for the Saints to strike while the iron is hot right now and go out there and try to win it all, because you got a lot of these players are not going to be here next year. And you may have a few coaches that are not going to be here next year. And the New Orleans Saints are really going to have to buckle down. But I'm very, very excited. I hope that Dennis Allen does stay with the New Orleans Saints. But if he doesn't, I mean, I completely understand. I mean, it's not to say that he might go out here and history might repeat itself, or he might learn from the mistakes that he did before and he might become a better coach. I mean, you look at some of the other coaches of the past. I mean, you look at Pete Carroll, who started off in the National Football League as a head coach of the Jets. I mean, not the Jets, but the New England Patriots. He go out here. He does a horrible job. He goes to USC and he, resurges, you know what I'm saying? And he comes back into the National Football League and he coaches the Seattle Seahawks, and the rest is history. Sometimes it's better the second time around. I mean, Bill Belichick, he started off, coaching the Browns, wasn't really that good, but now he's like one of the greatest coaches of all time. So who's to say that Dennis Allen might not learn his lesson from the mistakes that he made out in Oakland? And not to mention that Al Davis was alive during that time, so I'm pretty sure Al Davis had his hands on a lot of the things. So it would be sad to see Dennis Allen go because the defense is playing better than I've seen it in a very long time. But I completely understand if he gets the opportunity. I mean, when you want to take a better opportunity that gives you better pay and better opportunities. So I'm not mad at that, but I would like to hear from you. What do you think about Dennis Allen possibly leaving the New Orleans Saints for a coaching opportunity? Do you think that he's ready to leave? And do you think that the New Orleans Saints will lose any more coaches? Comment down below, like and share this video. This has been the State of the Saints podcast. Once again, my name is TJ Jones. And like always, all I got to say is, who they?